Hello, hello! My name is Kallista, and welcome back to Dragon Age Awakening. In the last episode, we saved the city of Annoyance. They said it couldn't be done, but Artin is used to doing the impossible. She did kill an archdemon and live after all. Now then, we know the location of the Mother's Lair. We will be heading right there. However, first, I need to give my people injury kits, because they all went down. Sigrun and Valana. Also, whilst I remember it, take the Elementalist Grasp. There we go. Everyone is good. Let's head out. Lair of the Mother. Deep within the hills that border the Faravel Plains is an ancient graveyard where dragons once came to die. A younger generation of the winged beast has turned the region dangerous yet again. Oh, I'm excited for this. I'm very excited for this. Look at it, the dragon bone wastes. Oh, isn't this place beautiful? Also, isn't the music just lovely? Oh, just...
You don't think you're actually dead, do you?
Me? Not actually dead, no. Symbolically dead, perhaps.
And what is the difference?
Several pints of blood.
Sigrun! Okay, guys, I don't think now is the time to be discussing the difference between, Oh shit, they're fighting each other. Okay, you can go down first. Yeah, I don't think now is the appropriate time to be discussing actual death from metaphorical death. Okay, you next. Get riposted. Down you go. Oh, nice, Sigrun. No, you don't. She just leveled up. You can't take her out now. There we go. Oh, everyone did. Nice. Okay. Good job, guys. Very good job. And you dropped something.
Very well.
Oh, and you did too.
As you say.
Yoink. And then let's see, what can I give y'all? 2 dexterity, 1 cunning. And, ooh, you might as well have that. Go for it. God damn it. Once again, I have no idea what I should give Nathaniel. Go for that. You might as well. Sigrun, she's got really good dex as it is, to be fair. Yeah, I'll all into cunning. Have some vitality. And go for that. Go for that. Valana, 2 magic, 1 willpower. And arcane mastery. There we go. Now then, further into the waste. Ugh. I can already see Darkspawn on my map. Lieutenants. God damn. Oh, Jesus. Hose. Kick it. There we go. You're down. Artin, what the hell? The hell was that, Artin? Was there mud? I'm going to assume there was mud up in here and Artin's boots got stuck in it. That's what I'm going with. Oh, hello. Fade Walker. Ooh. Valana, very quickly. How do these compare? I think I'd rather you have them. There we go. Where's everyone going? Hello. Oh god, it's a huge battle. Got another armored ogre. Go after the emissary. Emissaries first. can get riposted. Trap where? A trap over there. Okay. Come out. There we go. Who else is up? Good job, Valana. Very good job. Is the emissary isn't dead, but we've got to get through the ogre. Oh, I know I say this all the time. I love resisting fireballs. No, you don't. Drop her. Sorry. Come on, there we go. You can bugger off.
As you say.
Keep him. There we go. Is that all of them? That trap is still active.
Very well.
Oh, hello.
Yes.
Drake's Fall. Legends speak of a place where dragons go to die. In the far south, in the lands of the barbarian tribes, it is said that a dragon at the end of her days lies down and allows the bitter cold to take her. It is not just a legend. I have seen Drake's Fall with my own eyes, the ancient bones of these grand beasts piled atop one another. I felt the power that suffused this place and knew the Imperium would claim it. We built a city on the bones. We delved deep into the earth, collecting what remained of the primordial dragons who were so like our old gods. With these bones, we created staves for our magisters, armor for our warriors, and crowns for our archons. We fashioned phylacteries to hold our blood and sarcophagi to hold our bodies, and prayed they would make us immortal. From the writings of Archon Melos. That is very interesting. I was going to say, I did notice the buildings in this place. They reminded me of elven architecture, but not quite, and we know how much stuff the Vince nicked from the ancient elves. Okay, I'm trying to be methodical with my looting, hence why I went back to the beginning of this area. Okay, we have over here, yep, look, dragon heads, and someone has so nicely lit fires in their mouths. I can't tell if that is disrespectful to use a dragon skull as basically a glorified lamp, or, you know, classy. I don't know. I would err on the side of distasteful. What I was going to say earlier is I wonder where the messenger is in all of this. That's what Artin is thinking. I remember parts of the epilogue, but Artin is very conflicted. I'm going to pause here because I don't trust that save game. Artin is very conflicted with the messenger. I'm very conflicted. I could see her having gone either way, because on one hand, he was a Darkspawn. He will spread the taint. We should kill him. At the same time, we said we'd give him mercy if he killed the other Darkspawn. He did as we commanded, and I've said multiple times that Artin's word is her bond, and we do want to talk to this guy's boss. It wouldn't look well on us to be killing his messengers when we would like to converse with someone. It's a tricky situation. I genuinely... Hello, big boy. It's a high dragon. Hello, big girl. I think I want to go after you first. I do not... Skitters, come forth for the final battle. Oh, that looks gross. You can... Thank you, Sigrun. Also, how dare you, dragon. Scoot round here. No. Okay, you two, maybe you should separate. One of you can go over there. Punisher. Artin paralyzed the dragon. That had to be us. Valana never uses paralyze. I'm on it. Kill it. Kill the thing. Oh dear. Sigrun is probably going down. Oh, Valana is also probably going down. We got the High Dragon down to half health. I think that's pretty good. If you get a chance... You're not going to get a chance. You're not going to get a chance. Okay, it looks like this is just going to be another Nathaniel Artin battle. Everything is fine. Let's see. We have that Childer. We have those two. They're on fire, though. Could you do a spin, Artin? There we go. You know what? Take this thing down. Unless the dragon wants to take it down for us, I'd be good either way. You have a drink. Artin, when you get up, have the drink. There we go. Do a sweep. There we go. They are down. We just have the one Childer. Yeah, Nathaniel, you stick on the High Dragon. I think that's a good idea. Go, Skitters! That's it, Skitters. Take on the High Dragon. That's it. What a good spider. Oh. 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 Skitters survived. Oh my god. Valana, get your ass up. If the goddamn spider can survive, you should have been able to too. Good job, Skitters. Good job. Artin would give it scritches on the back of its head or thorax, whatever. I don't think Artin is terrified of spiders like I am.
Yes.
I mean, she was raised in the Deep Rose. Those things are everywhere. And the dragon was incredibly rude because she did not drop any loot. Boo, I say. Ooh, Quicksilver. Ooh. That's pretty good, but again, no one is using ugly hats. Is that it? Is that everything? I do believe so, but first things first, guys. More injury kits. There you go. Okay. Now then. Into Drake's Fall. New quest, Crystals of the Imperium. Discover the purpose of the Tevinter Crystal. You found a mysterious crystal in the Tevinter ruins of Drake's Fall. It may have some use. Okay. Personally, I cannot remember this quest. Flesh pod. That's lovely. That fills me with joy.
I'm glad to see that you are well, sister.
Oh, Sereni. Oh, thank Mythal you're still alive. What has the Architect done to you? Why are you with him?
The Architect is kind to me, and tender, and he has told me his plan. The Darkspawn are just like us. The Architect has freed them, and they search for a place in this world, just like the Dalish are searching. Everything he's done to help his people. You can respect that, can't you, sister?
This is crazy. Talk some sense into her. Valana, tell me you don't buy this. They're monsters. They're not a people. Ooh. I'm drawn to 1 or 3. Because this is crazy. But who are we to say, like, oh, talk some sense into your sister? That seems a tad too disrespectful. I do think Artin believes that the Darkspawn are monsters. That's why she was so conflicted with the messenger. She gave him her word. I will let you go free if you fight the Darkspawn. But he is also a Darkspawn. They're monsters. They're not a people.
That is no longer true.
Sereni, they killed our friends, and so many others. Don't you remember?
I do. And this is why I must help them. They are like children come into the world with no understanding of what is good and fair. They have a bestial nature, but I've seen them overcome it. They just need to be shown how.
I can't believe I wanted to help you. Well, Artin never wanted to help Sarani. Artin wanted to find Sarani so she could make sure she wasn't turning into a broodmother, and if she was, then, it's gotta be the old stab, I'm afraid. You have picked your side, you can die with the Darkspawn, then come with us so that you can tell others. I don't like any of these. Not number one, because Artin never wanted to help Sarani. Everyone seemed to take what Artin was saying as that she wanted to help her, but Artin never had that intention. Her words were always with the meaning of, I will take her out if she's a broodmother. Valana isn't strong enough to take out her own sister, and if Sarani becomes a broodmother, she's going to cause me problems later down the line. That's why I'm going to help her. Help in this, scenario being a dagger to the throat. Artin does want to speak to the architect. He seems willing to parley. And I've been thinking about this. Artin wanted to parley with the werewolves. She was told all of this stuff about them, met them, realised, these werewolves aren't like what I was told they were, let me parley with them. She is, after all, a diplomat. That was what she was trained to be from a very young girl. And so she has all of this knowledge about the Darkspawn, and here we have new Darkspawn. If she was willing to parley with the werewolves, she would be willing to parley with the Darkspawn. Number two is not cohesive with that. Number three is the best out of all of them, but it doesn't feel like Artin to me. That's my one thing. Then come with us so you can tell others. Artin is kind of like, we shouldn't be telling people about this. We should be keeping this hidden. Maybe Artin is saying this as a kind of like, get out of the war zone kind of thing. It's like a half lie. That's how I'm gonna headcanon this. She's telling Sarani this to get her out of the way so that later on, maybe we can question her ourselves. Then come with us so that you can tell others.
No, I have work to do. The architect is waiting for me. And for you. He will explain everything. You will see, as I have seen.
No! Don't go!
Valana, she literally just walked away. You totally could have stopped her. 2, Sarani sounds indoctrinated as hell. Okay, let's see. Valana, I know a human crime when I see it. I have experienced more than enough of them. Valana wreaked havoc in the Wending Wood, murdering humans who crossed her path to terrorize the nearby villages into releasing her sister. However, Artin discovered that Darkspawn were to blame for Valana's sister's disappearance. Hoping to rescue her sister, Valana offered to help the Warden Commander destroy the Darkspawn. Valana was upset to discover that her sister, Sarani, was working willingly with the architect. She pledged herself to the Grey Wardens and survived the joining. An encounter with Valana's former clanmate, Marin, revealed that the clan had cast Valana out and denounced her anti-human crusade. Sarani reappeared as the Grey Wardens were making their way through the Mother's Lair and explained how the architect had convinced her of similarities between the Darkspawn and the Dalish. Sarani's passion may have swayed Valana's feelings. Valana is fond of the colour green as well as items that remind her of elven culture and nature. Okie doke. I think that Artin, as I say, Sarani sounded indoctrinated. She did not sound within her right mind. Also, we have a crystal here. Tevinter runes are engraved all over this crystal. Yoink. She didn't sound in her right mind. Admittedly, we don't know Sarani, but okay, that is a invisible wall. But she still sounded, you will see as I have seen. She sounded very dreamlike. So I think maybe Artin is thinking, you know, is Sarani just very easily led? Hence why she would be, you know, very manipulatable? Or has the architect used magic on her? He is clearly capable of using magic. He is an emissary, so he could have used blood magic on her to sway her to his cause. He could be very charismatic. We don't know. We haven't had a proper conversation with him. Alright. I like how Herlock alphas are now average enemies for us. They're no longer red or yellow, they are white, like everyone else.
Have mercy on you.
Yoink. Whoop. Thank you for the money, always appreciated. Riposte. Down you go. Last one. There we go. And I'll be having your stuff too. Another flesh pod. The term flesh pod, it's not it does not give me, like, I feel like we're walking into a bad area. If you look at, you know, if you walk into a place and you see something that you could only describe as a flesh pod, you should get the fuck out. Let's be honest. Okay, you're down. No, you don't. No, you don't, big boy. How dare. If you're riposting, that's fine. Or maybe you could do that. Thank you. No, you don't. Punisher. There we go.
Funny how that keeps happening.
Ah, good stuff. Okay. We have sockets. And we have mysterious crystals. I wonder if they are connected. First things first, though. Looting, you had a crystal. And you had 3 sovereigns. Thank you. Ugh. God, Artin, why are you putting your hands in these things? This is not appropriate. This is not right. And you. Will of the Unyielding. Ooh. That is very nice.
Of course.
Find crystals to fit other sockets. The crystal you found fit into a strange socket in the Tevinter ruin. Other crystals may fit into the remaining sockets. Okay. I know I have a few.
It will be done.
And... Sweet! By fitting 4 crystals into sockets in the ruins, you have reactivated a Tevinter relic that may aid you against the Mother. Other towers still remain dormant. Yes, okay. So we have Tower of Flame. This ancient Tevinter monument, now reactivated, can blast a single target with fire. Tower of Trauma. This long dormant Tevinter artifact is capable of stunning all creatures in an area. Architect's Pyre. Let's just ignore that one. Tower of Healing. This rediscovered Tevinter relic offers the power to heal allies. Thank goodness, because we don't have a proper healer on our side. That was the wrong way. We want this way. Oh, hello. Yeah, I see you all over there, but I would like to loot. Also, let's take... Is someone talking? Huh. I thought someone was. I'll just ignore it. Take it out. There we go. And you. Kill it. There we go. Hello. You can get crushed. Beneath my boot. You can bugger off and all. There we go.
As you say.
You shall not kill the things. There we go.
Well.
Good stuff. Now, Sigrun, you really shouldn't be running off on your own. It's not smart, but still, you did take out those Darkspawn quite capably. Good work. Oh, more flesh pods. More sockets. So lovely. But we also have dead children. Thank you for the save.
And so we meet again. No, Uther. That is not how this must begin. I owe you an apology, Commander. When last we met, I intended to explain myself. Fate, however, intervened.
I escaped, you mean? You experimented on me, so explain yourself now. Ooh. Accusations really aren't gonna get us anywhere. So explain yourself now.
I restrained you, only to prevent the misunderstanding that occurred with the rest of your order.
A misunderstanding? Did you not attack the Grey Wardens?
I sent the Withered to ask for the Grey Warden's help. I should have anticipated that you might view our approach as an attack. I am rarely able to judge how your kind will react. It was most unfortunate.
You wanted our help. What for? Unfortunate you took those men and bled them dry. Enough talk, creature. Time to die. Ooh, It's between 1 and 2. He did... Not only did he bleed them, he bled us, I'm pretty sure. Unfortunate. You took those men and bled them dry.
The Grey Wardens that were brought to me were already dead. I took their blood just as I took yours, because I had little choice. Things have not gone as I planned. I only ask that you hear me out. Should you still wish to slay me afterwards, you may try.
Fine, I will hear you out. There is nothing for us to discuss. Artin did want to know this guy's side of the story. What has been happening here? Like, there have absolutely been things going on with the architect and the mother that have been beyond our knowledge. Artin doesn't like that. Fine. I will hear you out.
My kind has ever been driven to seek out the old gods. This is our nature. When we find one, a blight is begun. Each time we attack your surface lands and you fight back until we are defeated. To break the cycle, my brethren must be freed of their compulsion. For that, I need Grey Warden blood.
How would you free the Darkspawn? You're trying to stop the blights. Why do you need Warden blood? You've had enough Warden blood already. Time to repay. You're trying to stop the blights.
Hundreds of thousands of my kind are killed before each blight is ended. It is a plague on our race. We do not begin a blight because we crave power or destruction. We obey the call of the old gods, without choice.
How would you free the Darkspawn? Why do you need Warden's blood? You've had enough Warden blood already. Time to repay. Artin wants to know all of these questions. Why do you need Warden's blood?
In order to become what you are, you drink the blood of my kind. To transform. Similarly, we must transform. I have created a version of your joining that uses the blood of Grey Wardens. You take the taint into yourself. What we take is your resistance. That is how my brethren are freed. In your blood lies the key to their immunity against the call of the old gods.
Some new Darkspawn seem intelligent, others are insane, but let me guess, there's still a problem. How do the Darkspawn change afterwards? How do the Darkspawn change afterwards?
Once they are freed, the Darkspawn think for themselves. They speak, they act. Some, however, have reacted poorly. They are flawed and they rage against me. The Mother gathers them to stop me, as she seeks to stop you. I cannot defeat the Mother alone, and I cannot free the Darkspawn unless she is defeated. Our goals are the same.
This reeks of stupid. The last thing we need is more Darkspawn thinking for themselves.
Darkspawn or no, he has a good point. Do we really want to keep killing each other forever?
This is what my sister saw. An ally amongst the Darkspawn. This is an opportunity we cannot pass up.
Help me kill the Mother, and after it is done, I will leave to continue my work.
What is this Mother exactly? How did you become freed? Perhaps the other Darkspawn don't want to be free. Stealing blood from Wardens is perverse. Very well, you have an ally. No, I will not help you. This ends here. Again, Artin wants more information. How did you become freed?
I was born as I am, an outsider amongst my kind. Why? I do not know. Why do some of your kind become Grey Wardens? Why do some possess magic? I have no answers.
So, out of character, well, in character, Artin has no reason to disbelieve him when he says that. Me as the player, I know that the Architect is one of the Magisters Sidereal, as in one of the Magisters who assaulted the heavens, like Corypheus in Dragon Age 2. And here's my thing. I can't tell if the Architect is lying here, if he doesn't want to admit that, like, oh yeah, I'm one of the people who started the Blights in the first place, and I rendered the Veil and all of that. I don't know if he's lying to cover that up, or if he genuinely believes I was born as I am. I really am not too sure. What is this Mother exactly?
My most flawed creation. Freedom drove her mad, and she has poisoned the minds of the others. She has influence with the ones who have not been freed, and she gathers them as an army. I do not seek to rule, my brethren. I only seek to release them from their chains.
I think with that, Artin could gather that the Mother is a brood mother, bearing in mind there are only one type of female Darkspawn. Perhaps the other Darkspawn don't want to be free.
And how would they know when the choice has been deprived of them? Without choice, there is only one path before them, and that leads to the Blight. I believe there is another way.
I'm kind of disinclined to go with number one, because, yeah, stealing blood from Wardens is perverse. Drinking the blood of a tainted creature such as the Darkspawn is also pretty perverse, and I think Artin is capable of seeing the irony of being like, oh, you want to drink my blood? How disgusting! Wait a minute, let me chug from the joining cup. Nom nom nom, tasty tasty Darkspawn blood. Okay, so we've heard everyone else's thoughts. Sigrun is very anti-alliance. Nathaniel, pro-alliance. Valana is just like, let's do what my sister says. What is Artin thinking? Artin, now that her curiosity has been sated, and she knows just who the players in this war are, I think she thinks his long-term plan of, oh, I'll free the Darkspawn, they won't hear the call of the old gods. Here's the thing, long-term, that's a really fucking stupid plan. Because there are only male Darkspawn. To reproduce, they will still have to capture women and, you know, make them into brood mothers, which is not particularly civilized. You know, we cannot just be allowing them to do this. We can't even, like, oh, how about we come to an agreement? Every 5 years we kidnap a random lady. Does that sound good? No, that does not sound good. That is not good at all. You can't be doing this. And here's the thing. As long as there are Darkspawn, there will be destruction, because their very existence is built upon having to kidnap people and rape them in order to reproduce. So, as a people, they are not sustainable. If you just let them be, they aren't sustainable. However, Orzammar loses so many dwarves in the Deep Roads. Every single day of every single week, of every single month, of every single year. And yes, we have the army of Ferelden helping us out now. But 5 years down the line, when the Blight is nothing but a half-faded memory, they're not going to want to continue helping out the dwarves. The dwarves and their sacrifice is going to be quickly forgotten, because it is always quickly forgotten. The only reason why it isn't now is because Artin is here kicking up a fuss and making a lot of noise and basically being like, hey Anora, send an army down there. Oh, why should you? Because I killed an archdemon and I lived. Send your army. And eventually, Anora's going to say, no, that happened too long ago. We don't care. Be gone, get out of my court. Or if something happened to Artin, who is going to kick up that fuss? No one. And they're just going to slowly slip away and leave Orzammar, and everyone will forget, because time and time again, history has proven that the dwarves and their sacrifice are forgotten. There is one other group of people who understands what it's like in the Deep Roads, and that is the Darkspawn. They are the only other people who know that battle. Artin isn't promising a long-term alliance, because as I said, she's kind of like, they're going to need brood mothers. We cannot allow them to make new brood mothers. The old brood mothers will eventually die, so these people will die out, at which point they're going to start, you're like, oh, we need more brood mothers. At that point, we break alliance and we kill them. But until then, until that day, we can ally. Very well. You have an ally.
This is the right thing to do. Sarani believed it, and I do too. No! No! This is a monster! I can't let you do this!
Persuade, don't you want to stop the Blights once and for all? You're right, all Darkspawn must die. All Darkspawn must die in the future once we've gotten rid of the threat of Blight. Don't you want to stop the Blights once and for all?
I do, but... I hope you know what you're doing.
Thank you, Commander. I realize what a leap of faith this is for you. I hope that I prove worthy of your trust. The mother lies ahead, Warden. I cannot approach her physically. Her children protect her from my power. But when you reach her, I will do whatever I can to help you. You have my promise.
Oh, Sigrun disapproves -10. She's still at +87 though. I'll take that. Yeah. Artin won't say she will never betray the Darkspawn for the reasons I stated previously, but in the immediate, we can come up with a ceasefire. If the Architect can free as many Darkspawn as he possibly can, and we also have the human army assisting Orzammar, we can reclaim so many lost Tigers. As I said, at the end of the day, everything Artin does is for Orzammar. And this alliance, however temporary it might be, this will help Orzammar. Now, before I forget, Architect's Pyre. The Architect, now an ally, can summon a powerful inferno to scorch a targeted area. Friendly fire possible. And with that, I am out of time for this episode. In the next one, we take on the Mother. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.